And now for a spooky, scary episode of Still Scrolling. I am one of your hosts, Justin.
I'm your other host, Pizza Parker.
And I am your other host, the Lou Thief. Look at my jewels.
By the time you hear this is our Halloween episode of Still Scrolling. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Spider-Man, a jewel thief, and a ninja on Still Scrolling. This is extremely last minute, so I'm glad we can put together some costumes, guys.
I just had this lying around, you know?
You just have the exact helmet from Spider-Man 2 lying around.
Yeah.
Are you
Pretty
comfortable, Derek, with the headphones? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit, but I think if I don't move, don't ask me.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do anything that requires moving.
Yeah,
make
I
it
kind
work.
of just had this lying around as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to get it
Why?
cleaned.
How come?
Yeah. Where were you last week, Steph?
I had some work to do. I had to make some money.
Really?
And to make money, you have to do work. So
Been on any ladders lately?
Let me ask you something. If we were to check your credit card statement, would we see the purchase of an electric scooter on there?
So happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We are not rats on this podcast. We stick together. But speaking of sticking together, we have a lot to talk about this week. So much to talk about. So much happened last week. We missed stuff last week too. So we're going to do another round of quick hitters where we give very quick thoughts about very short topics.
Ooh.
See,
Oh,
I
I
had
like
a little
that.
sound effects right.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
quick hitters.
We're
Yeah.
getting,
What are you-
wow,
what
we
are
are
you-
moving up in the pod
What are you, Dr.
game.
Dre over here?
I wish.
Me too, honestly.
So, for quick hitters, you're gonna give me a tweet-sized reaction to the news that I throw at you, and at the end, thumbs up, thumbs down. That's it. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready, Freddy.
No, he's not in here.
Ready, Freddy's roommate.
Maybe Freddy should be in here.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Anyways, so last week it was announced that there is a reboot of Victorious happening. They're bringing back only one person. I believe it's Danielle Monet, and they're calling it Hollywood Arts. And she is the teacher teaching a new generation of students. Stefania, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up. One of my favorite shows as a kid. Cast me in it, please.
You want to be in the Victorious reboot?
Yeah, I loved Victorious growing up.
Would you be a teacher or a student?
I don't know if I'd be young enough to be a student, but I could look young. I
Derek,
could look young.
is Stefania old enough to be in the Victorious? Or what are your thoughts on the reboot?
I have absolutely no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. I don't know what Victorious is. I don't know
What?
who Danielle Monet is.
Are you
But I
serious
do
right
know.
now?
Yeah, I never watched it. Skipped over that one.
It's the best Nickelodeon comedy show, or one of
Ariana
the best.
Grande,
That's
Elizabeth
yeah.
Gillies, Victoria
Oh my
Justice.
gosh. Liz-
Oh, is it
Psychowitz?
is it
Oof.
the one where the dude had Ariana Grande doing weird stuff?
You know what? We don't talk about that
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But it's that show. That's the show.
That's
Technically,
yeah.
yes, but don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will say I don't have a horse in this race, but I did hear that the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot just killed off Selena Gomez's character.
Yes.
Which is like,
Well,
Whoa. Okay,
Yes.
It
that
got
seems a
too
little
expensive.
intense.
I
Yeah,
never
that's probably what it is.
I never saw the show. I mean, I saw the original grown up, yeah, but I never saw like the new show.
Mhm.
So when I found out that she died in the show, I was like, "Oh my god, spoiler!" Like I was never gonna watch it. I never was gonna watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
not
just,
for
I
us.
just, I didn't think it was that kind of a show, So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
We got to keep it moving. It's quick hitters. Derek, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Middle.
Oh, okay. Another quick hitter. If you hadn't heard, Warner Brothers is trying to find a partner. They're trying to merge. They tried to merge with Paramount 3 times. Paramount asked out Warner Brothers 3 times, and Warner Brothers declined. And then they put up a giant "I'm single" sign. Please buy us. Derek, is this thumbs up or thumbs down?
I think this is a thumbs down for several reasons. The more important reason is that the news media and the stuff that we're watching as Americans is at stake, considering who is in charge of Paramount, and the fact that he wants to buy Warner Brothers and is so insistent. That's kind of an issue. But arguably, just as an important reason why I don't like this is that James Gunn is out of there. DC would be completely overhauled.
Really?
One,
No, really?
yes, because James Gunn has been very
Interesting.
vocal anti-Trump. But also, I just think that's how these corporate shakedowns play out. They just clean house and they say like, we just bought you for a bunch of money. We got to save some money and cut some costs, and we're gonna fire you and hire somebody cheaper and people that we like. So I don't want to see the fledgling DCU kind of get rebooted again or just put on hold or whatever.
Interesting.
So thumbs down.
Stefania, are you thumbs up or thumbs down with the merger?
With Paramount, probably thumbs down. Warner Brothers and I have something in
Wow.
common, I will say. We are both single, and you can buy me books.
Whoa!
Hey,
Okay.
yo! I thought that was going in another
Okay.
direction. I was
Buy
like,
me books.
Listen! It's not that kind of show, Steph.
what's your
Not that
valuation,
kind
Stefania?
of show.
By what?
What's your valuation, your company's valuation?
Ow! Oh,
For any
I am,
interested buyers out there.
I am looking for someone who will buy my books for me and carry them, and will tell me I'm pretty.
I think we should have a Bachelor episode.
Please
I'm
no.
still scrolling.
For
Steph
Stefania.
becomes the Bachelorette.
Love is blind, Stefania.
Oh
No.
my gosh, that'd be so funny. We could hide their cameras and everything. Guys, this is a great. Anyway, Steph, is this thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh, I said thumbs down earlier. Yeah, thumbs
Oh
down.
man. Okay. Hear me out. I don't think this is a thumbs down completely. Hear me out. Okay? I don't want Paramount to buy Warner Brothers. I think this is bad for art in general. But hear me out. I think we need to shutter some of these streaming services. And HBO Max has got to go. HBO
Damn.
Max. Like, okay, listen. I think, remember the good old days where we just had 1 or 2 streaming services? And you would, like, you know what I mean? And none of these streaming services has had the cultural relevance as Netflix has. It's true.
Right.
There are, like, movies that get, like, overlooked when they come out and just get forgotten about. And then when they're put on Netflix, there's a huge boom. I wouldn't be upset if Netflix bought Warner Brothers. I don't think it's possible. I don't think they would. But I wouldn't be as upset if Paramount bought it. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe Apple. Maybe. And I don't think James Gunn is getting fired because I feel like it's one of the few things that's at least churning some amount of money, you know?
Yeah, I will say, one, I just think if it's Paramount, I think he's definitely getting fired. If it's somebody else, maybe not. But I will say that WB is notorious at just taking something that's working and then completely shitting the bed, right? Say what you will about the Snyderverse. They could have made something there. And
No,
eventually
they could.
Yeah. After the first Wonder Woman. After the first Wonder Woman, after Aquaman, they could have made something there. The problem is just to get to Batman versus Superman, just to get to like anywhere, it was like a 10-year gap. And then in between those movies, it wasn't as cohesive. Like they could have made something work similar to the MCU, but they got weird about it, and they brought in Joss Whedon, and then David Zaslav is David Zaslav, and it is what it is. So, we'll see, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta go. It's quick hitters. Okay.
Go.
Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are officially together. They were spotted holding hands, and they went to I believe a baseball game. Ooh,
oh, they're getting real serious.
Scandalous.
They're probably kissing and holding hands.
Yeah, and Orlando Bloom is crying, I guess. I don't know. Steph, is this thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's kind of like a quarter of the way to thumbs up. It's like I don't really care about it, but also like good for you, girl. Good for you, girl. She really do like her white boys with dark hair.
She has a type.
She has a type. But like it's also like was she married to Orlando Bloom? Or they were just dating?
Good question.
They were together for a long time either way, so like crazy for her, like how quick she got in this relationship with Justin Trudeau. It's like maybe they had something starting while she was in a relationship with Orlando. They met during that relationship, and then like they kind of just took it to the next level after they broke up, kind of thing. So I was like, damn, that was quick, girl. But she knows what she wants.
Interesting.
Good
okay, Derek, is this thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you support Katy Perry's dating choices?
For me personally, this is a thumbs middle. I do not care. For Orlando Bloom, though, I think this is a thumbs up, right? Like Orlando Bloom is a notoriously lucky person, right? But he goes under the radar about it, right? Because his first major role as Legolas was like his first acting role ever, right?
Yeah,
or second acting role ever. That's a huge wave of luck. And then Will Turner, boom, like that. Just those two roles alone, and he was kind of set, right? It took him a little longer, I think, to kind of split ways with Katy Perry, which, if you know even just a little bit about Katy Perry and who she seems to be, I don't know her personally, right? I think it's a good thing that you do not associate with her as much as possible. So her dating other people is good for her ex. So thumbs up for Legolas.
Interesting. I just have a couple questions for Katy Perry. You gotta ask some state secrets. You have to. You have to do it for America. Come on, we gotta know. We gotta know. Like, come on, Katy. Let's be real. And I will say, on that picture, Katy Perry hasn't looked that good in a long time. She looks very happy there.
She does. I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God, body T, girl.
Katy Perry's short hair era or American Idol era, it was rough. It was a rough time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. She looks better with longer hair. Red's her color, so maybe she is really happy now. Good for her.
Maybe she's going back to like her OG era, like the first, because she had long hair when she.
I don't think we're ever getting that hair back. She I feel like she low key hates that. I don't know why, but like that's the part we like fell in love with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Katy Perry, be vulnerable, please. It looks great on you.
Tell us about his penis.
No,
That's what you meant. That's what you're talking about.
Whoa.
That's what you were talking about.
Wow.
Lock him up. Lock him up. The Canadian people are gonna come and get you, Derek. Those are state secrets now. Anyways, moving on with more quick hitters. World Series is happening. I heard we have some baseball fans, I guess. It is the LA Dodgers versus the Canadian Toronto Blue Jays. It's 1-1, and I think they're playing game 3 very soon. Tonight. There we go.
Yes.
I was trying to read it at the same time. But yes, they're playing game 3 tonight. Derek, are you team Blue Jays or are you gonna support your American homeland?
No, I am supporting the Toronto Blue Jays in this World Series wholeheartedly. One,
Interesting.
I do not think the LA Dodgers are the type of organization that understands their fan base. They just have a lot of money, and they've got arguably one of the best pitchers to ever play baseball. I don't know if you guys know about Otani, but he
Yes.
also bats, right? Like he's also good at batting. So anyway, this isn't about Otani. I don't like the LA Dodgers in their current form, aside from Otani. But I also want to see Canada, a Canadian team, win the World Series just to see MAGA freak out about it.
Rigged.
Wow.
Rigged.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because they're gonna like make some sort of weird mental gymnastics about like, I don't know. Who knows, right? Who knows? Every day they come up with some other crazy shit. I think it'd be interesting to see something like, a fairly played baseball series turned into like wokeness or
Yeah.
DEI or some crap. I don't know.
How can they make this woke? How can they make baseball woke?
How could they
Great
argue that
American
it's woke?
sport.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So, Steph, are you team Blue Jays or Dodgers?
Well, for starters, I don't really care for baseball that much. But I am team Blue Jays because Toronto, East Coast won, and also Canada. So Canada versus US, I'm going Canada. But really, I just watch when I'm bored or when the game gets interesting, or sometimes I'm just watching just to look, them pants look really nice.
Yeah.
Hey!
Them booties.
Whoa!
They
Whoa! Oh my gosh. Why is this the raunchiest episode ever? Shame
a
on
lot of
all.
a lot of baseball players also run bakeries, with all that cake.
Oh my
I do
god!
love to bake. I do love to bake. I do love to bake, and I love to eat what I bake. Anyway.
Oh my god! Oh my! Cut the feed. Cut the feed. We need to stop. Anyways, man, I forgot what I was about to say. wait.
There
Okay.
is hold on. There is an alternate reality where the Philadelphia Phillies would have been in the World Series. But it came down to one play in extra innings, and the pitcher fumbled it, like a half a second delay, and he panicked and he threw it home instead of first, which is like a relatively easy play. And so that guy probably hates himself right now. Like I feel bad for him. I would have rooted for the Phillies just because I tend to root for Philadelphia teams.
I would also like to point out that LA Dodgers used to be Brooklyn Dodgers. So, they used to be East Coast, but now they're LA. So
they went Hollywood.
They went Hollywood. They really did.
All right. All I have to say is that y'all are a bunch of traitors. I will be rooting for the American team playing the American sport, the LA Dodgers. USA, USA. I just kidding. I don't care that much, but I usually root for the team that has the better outfits and colors. And I will say the Dodgers, I think, have the Toronto Blue Jays beat. Just in the like costume department, I like the shade of blue better and how they pair it with red sometimes. So that's what I'm rooting for based on very superstitious things.
Yes.
So,
basically, you're MAGA now, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Listen, no, I actually had a family member who was in the Negro Leagues, but that's a whole other pod. Anyways.
Wow, so you're a traitor to your family and your people then.
No, I'm rooting for the American team.
Yeah. And listen, you say this now. Wait till the World Cup next year. I will go absolutely insane for that. That's my sport.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
won't be rooting for the U.S. So
World
unfortunately,
Cup coverage right here on Still Scrolling. We have
please
one
invite me to the
more.
World Cup. It's very expensive. I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on tickets. I want to go to the World Cup, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get sponsored by soccer, I guess. Anyways,
FIFA.
last quick hitter. Did you guys hear that Johnny Depp is in talks to play Ebenezer Scrooge in a new movie of The Christmas Carol?
Not talks. He's
What?
casted.
He's
He's
officially
casted.
casted.
He's officially casted. It comes
This
out
might be
next year.
breaking news. Okay,
Oh
all
my
right.
Huh.
God.
Steph, is this
Johnny Depp.
thumbs up or thumbs down?
This is a thumbs up for me because I like Johnny Depp. Okay, now I know the whole thing happened with him and Amber Heard. I know, but I was always Team Johnny on that front. But I'm actually excited for his comeback into acting, even though he was in what Louis XIV that came out like a few years ago, and he got like a standing ovation for that at Cannes. But I'm excited for him to return. I think he would be a fantastic Ebenezer Scrooge based on his performances in the past, especially as Willy Wonka. So it's giving like that similar vibe. I think he'll kill it with that role.
Okay, Derek, is this thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs middle again. I don't care about Johnny Depp that much. He's just Jack Sparrow to me in everything he does. Um, and I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm not saying he's not good at what he does. I struggle to connect with him in general. So, good for him. Good for him. He's back to work. He's picking himself up by his bootstraps, working hard, making millions of dollars,
See what you did
pretending
there,
to
okay?
be other people on the screen,
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if Hollywood is ready to mess with Johnny Depp yet. I don't know. And
Really, it's been
like
years.
not that much. I hesitate on this story because I feel as though so much happened in that trial. So many bad things were aired on both sides that
yeah.
there's no really like good person in this scenario.
Oh no.
Mhm.
There's no
It's very
like
Kevin Spacey-ish,
yeah,
where it's like he was not guilty,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's like you still did all these things. You still like these are
Yeah.
all factual things that happened. So it's still kind of like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Mind
like
you, neither of them did anything right. They both did something wrong, right? Just
yeah, like
personally,
just
when I
break
was
up.
watching personally with the trial, I was more sided with Johnny Depp than I was with Amber Heard. Just because I didn't like any of the stuff that really came out about her as well. But they both did things wrong. So
Mm-hmm. Aquaman.
Aquaman. I still say that to this
oh
day.
man. Aquaman 2 was so bad. Anyway, that's a whole other podcast. I hesitate because I guess this is the real test. If he's actually casted and everything, I'm more curious to see if Hollywood can actually, or audiences, are ready to accept him again. You know what I mean? Because like we can talk all on the internet all we want, but is it gonna make $1 million or not? Are people gonna see it? I don't know if Johnny Depp still has that pull, and this is a good experiment to see if he can. Because I guess everyone
Yeah.
loves Christmas, you know?
Yeah,
I think
you
he
don't
does still have
exactly.
that pull, to be honest. Yeah.
You don't remake A Christmas Carol and cast Johnny Depp because you're like trying to be artsy, you're specifically trying to make that money. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. This is going to be a test for sure.
Yeah.
I
I
think
still
this
think
is
he has that pull. Sorry. I still think he has that pull though, but because like I'm sure there's still like a fan base out there for him that will go and support his work. Like, I mean, you guys saw how supportive he was at the Cannes Film Festival for the Louis XIV movie, right? He played Louis XIV or something. He got a standing ovation for that.
interesting.
So I think there's still like a crowd for him, especially in the, his fellow actors, because in that room they were all actors, directors, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he still has support, especially from his
Interesting.
castmates from Pirates. What they said about him, they were all on his side during the trial. So
I think this movie specifically will determine if we get another Pirates movie.
Oh, if we
this
do, can I please be in it? I literally want to be in a Pirates movie so bad. I am literally promoting myself on this pod right now. I want to be in every single thing we talked about today.
the World Cup, Christmas
The World
Carol, Pirates of the
Series,
Caribbean,
Justin Trudeau.
oh my
I don't know
gosh,
about Justin Trudeau, but yeah.
you know what I mean though. But like, if this flops and no one goes to see him,
Yeah.
then we're not getting Pirates. We're really
No.
not. And plus,
Yeah.
I want to say this, to be honest with you, the worst type of people are now Johnny Depp's fans. You know,
Yep.
like the type of
Mhm.
person who was like really hard for Johnny Depp. It's like, oh, I don't know if I agree with you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
like the worst parts of the internet support him sometimes. You're like, ew.
Because it's
don't-
the male, what is it? It's,
The
I mean, they're right
manosphere.
though. They're right. They're right because men are being attacked. There's an attack on masculinity in this country and the world.
Oh my
And Johnny Depp was
gosh.
just a victim of the attack on masculinity.
Oh,
I'm being sarcastic in case anybody's watching and doesn't know that.
oh my
That's
god!
a-
I think you should just clip that and see like
I just put it. Oof.
Yeah. I
Derek
will-
goes on Manosphere rant.
Yeah.
I will say, speaking of like a future Pirates movie, there is a rumor that it's going to be like female led. So if Johnny Depp were to return to it, I don't think he'd be the main part of it. Maybe he'd be just like a cameo.
Let's be real. There's no Pirates of the Caribbean without Jack Sparrow.
There is none.
Yeah.
There's literally. I love Will Turner. I love Elizabeth Swann. I even love Barbosa.
Mm-hmm.
That you see it because of Johnny Depp. There's no
Yeah.
reason to see it without.
Yeah. And what's funny is that if that happens too, everybody will be like, oh, it's woke and all that bullshit. But those movies have always been fairly like woke, right? They've always been very like female empowerment and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, female women having their own autonomy type of tones
Yeah.
in those movies.
And then there was the whole thing where Elizabeth Swann takes over like the Asian pirate. It was a whole thing, but it's a whole other podcast.
She became the Pirate King, dude.
Yeah. It got kind of. Anyways, that's a whole other podcast. That's the end of Quick Hitters. I think that was a pretty good session. Good job, team.
Yeah.
We did it.
Oh yeah,
You
it
did
only
it.
took us like half hour.
See you later.
I think
Quick
that's a pretty
Hitters.
good. Anyway,
That's good for quick hitters for that
Yeah.
many topics.
Yeah,
Hell
very
1, 2,
true.
3, 4, 5 topics. Wow, quick hitters. So
We did
now this is the part of the show where we get to the more juicy stories that we missed last week, but
it. Mhm.
we forgot to talk about the new Lost Star Wars movie, the Ben Solo movie that will never happen. Apparently, long story short, Adam Driver, Steven Soderbergh wrote a $3 million a new Ben Solo movie where he comes back to life. They sent it to Kathleen Kennedy. She gave the thumbs up. They sent it to Dave Filoni and he gave the thumbs up. And as they were about to make the movie, Bob Iger canceled it. Get out the world's smallest violins, folks. But this blew up the entire internet for last week. We totally missed it because we recorded beforehand. And then it's gaining more traction. Did you guys see the billboard that was bought trying to like save this movie last week?
No.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me pull it up. But Steph, what do you think about this news as I pull it up real quick?
When I first read it, I was like, you're absolutely kidding, right? Because this would have made money with Disney, with Star Wars. They would have made so much money because Ben Solo is a popular character, despite like the sequel series not being that great. Ben Solo is a popular character, and they could have developed something more with him, especially if you're gonna have like future Rey movies, right? Because people would love to see Rey and Ben come back. They shared a damn kiss and then he freaking died. Like what what happened there? Anyways, I think this is a missed opportunity to make good money with Disney. So not cool, Bob.
Not cool, Bob. Derek, what do you think?
I agree with Stefania. I think this is a huge missed opportunity. I like that it seems to have united the fandom
Mm-hmm.
for different reasons, right? Like I think there's people like us that are like, damn, this would have been really cool, and then I think there's the other side, right? The fandom menace that's like, um, yeah, that would have been perfect, and get rid of Ray, and woke and blah 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 blah. But we agree. I think that's what's important, is that we all at least agree that this would have been a good thing for Star Wars, and
Mm-hmm.
it sucks. And I think it's also interesting that the people that have decried Kathleen Kennedy and never give her credit for the things that do hit are awfully quiet regarding her role in this, right? Because she approved it. She knows what works. Sometimes things don't in execution just don't pan out, right? I think the issue with Star Wars has been execution. It's been a TV show instead of a movie, or there's been like changing of directors, like in the sequel series, and all the drama behind the scenes there. But I don't think, from a concept perspective, which is where Kathleen Kennedy approves and or doesn't, I don't think anything has been a bad concept, this included.
This was a bad idea.
Oh God.
What?
Justin,
Listen,
why do you always have to disagree?
I don't always disagree. I don't. Okay.
Why? Why was
Okay.
it a bad idea?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rewind to 2019. What was the biggest complaint out of the Rise of Skywalker? Somehow Palpatine returned.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. For
yeah.
some reason, I thought of Force Awakens, and I was like, "What happened with?"
You're like,
Brain fart.
Somehow Palpatine returned. We hated that, right?
Yo, yeah.
They listened. They all said, you know what? Maybe it's not a good idea to bring back villains. They listened. Why are we mad?
Well, because no, Palpatine is gone. He is in the past.
So is Ben. So is Darth Vader.
Ben is one of the new characters. So like, and people liked his character. All of a sudden, you get
listen.
Palpatine returning, and it's like, where did he come from? He was not mentioned once in these movies.
Yeah.
Whereas Ben has
Yeah.
been in all 3 movies, and you
Listen,
learn about
yeah.
him and his past, and now you want to know
Mhm.
more. And he's like a
Listen.
changed man at the end of the last movie. So you want to see where
Yeah.
his journey goes after that. Palpatine is a
He's-
past villain. He's done. He's over.
1000% agree, right? There's an argument
Cinema.
to be made as to, it's absolute Stefania cinema. No,
Listen.
hold on. I think there's an argument to be made as to why they shouldn't have brought back Palpatine. And I think the proof is in the fact that they just killed off Snoke. Like, if it was ain't no thing, right? And he's dead, and then whatever. Like, there's issues with all of that. But I will say that the somehow Palpatine returned, that was explained. That moment from Poe Dameron, right, that became a meme, and somehow Palpatine returned or whatever, that was just used as like bad faith argumentation from the weirdos in the fandom to try and kind of diminish the sequel trilogy, right? It's not fair to bring that up because we know how he came back. We know that it was the clone technology. We know that he was
At
building
the time,
a whole
we
cult
didn't.
of Sith. In the movie, yes, we do. It's all explained. He had a whole cult of followers. He had the technology. It even showed, it even tried to connect it to Snoke and all that stuff. It doesn't mean the movie is great all of a sudden. It doesn't mean the sequel trilogy is perfect all of a sudden. But there is an explanation, right? And to take it a step further for the purists, right? He comes back in the what is it? The extended universe, right? In the books, he comes back there too, right? So like, I don't think the issue is more so like not bringing back dead people, especially with like a fantasy sci-fi series. I think the issue is more so the execution of it all got a little bit weird, and the weirdos in the fandom like to grab onto these little things and make it a meme, and now it's just normalized. Even people that I know that like the sequel series do have an issue with the somehow Palpatine return. That line probably should have been different, right?
But
Poe Dameron
that
was
brings me
underutilized.
to my second point. That brings me to
Uh-huh.
my second point, though. Pause. When has a Star Wars resurrection ever been worth it? Maybe Darth Maul.
Mhm.
Like, several people have come back from the dead, and to be honest with you, it's never been worth it. Boba Fett came back from the dead. Did we really enjoy that show? Was it really worth it to bring back
Shit.
Boba Fett?
Yeah.
No, it
No.
wasn't.
No. No.
Asajj Ventress came back. It wasn't really. I'm not talking about Force Ghosts, to be clear. I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
like characters like, oh, they weren't dead all the time, or they literally rose from the dead. It has never been worth it in Star Wars to bring a character back from the dead. And I
I
think
think.
it's like, I don't think it's worth it to bring Ben Solo back. Maybe monetarily. I think there's a ton of time before The Force Awakens that we can tell. Throw that on Disney Plus. Give him a prequel series. I don't think we need to undo that. Like in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. We don't need it. But again, conceptually, they have not missed. Bringing Boba Fett back conceptually was a good idea, but they
We can't
fucking
grade on
botched
a
it with that show.
We can't grade on that. We got to grade on what we got. See,
Yeah, no, of course.
think about it. I posted this on Threads like a couple of days ago that Star Wars fans are always in love with the stories in their head, and they judge the stories in their head like against what we actually get, and that cuts both ways. Either like the moments and the feelings that you had as a child and you're watching these stories, these Star Wars stories that are coming, the new ones that are coming, that's what you're judging it off of. Or sometimes it's like oh, this character deserves a series, a movie. That's what it should be. We had like almost 40 years of build up for Boba Fett, of like what Boba Fett should be, what could be. And then when we got it, even though the show wasn't great, everyone's being like, whoa, I think Boba Fett's this, that, and the other. I think Boba Fett's tough, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And like, that's just not a good place for art criticism or enjoying art in general. You know what I mean? And with this Ben Solo thing, all of us have a million ideas about what Ben Solo movie could be, myself included. Heck, I posted a video about what I think the Ben Solo should be. I'm not immune to this. I'm saying that, like,
wow, hypocrite.
No, it's the Snyderverse.
Yeah,
we are Snyderversing Star Wars right now.
Yeah. You're right.
Got the
You're right.
billboard.
You're right. That's insane that somebody would pay for a billboard for sure. And I think with Ben Solo, it's more of a let's just move on, right? We got Ryan Gosling now. We got other things that are not Jedi and the Force. Let's keep that momentum moving in that direction instead of circling back. I agree with you there. Boba Fett, I don't think enough people talk about how much of a phenomenon Boba Fett is, because when he showed up in Empire, and it was like this guy, essentially just like a supporting role character, and how popular he became for the next 30 years or 20 years, to the point where George Lucas was like, we gotta give this guy a backstory. We're gonna make him a little kid, and we're gonna meet his dad, and he's going to be the whole crux of the clone army. Like, that's crazy. That's such a phenomenon to me.
Yeah.
But I think it worked very well for his character. And then in the Clone Wars series, we get to learn about him a little bit more and how he's not really evil, but it just kind of was like product of his environment. And again, all this led up to the Boba Fett show, which I get the story that they were trying to tell.
It was still bad.
And it was still bad, but I get it, and I'm not going to say like it was a bad story. It was just executed very bad, right? But it led to what you're saying, right? This Snyder versification of Star Wars, where they're comparing him to like these ideas and concepts of what could have been, and it's just like, have you not been watching him for the past 20 years in the TV shows and the movies? Like, he was never going to be this like, cruel, badass guy. He was always like just this product of his environment that was forced to do things he didn't want to. And him falling into the Sarlacc pit humbled him and kind of reminded him of like who he really is, right? Anyway, that's a whole rant that is not for right now anyway, but I just go on and get that point.
Steph, are you going to be in the hunt for Ben Solo?
Hey.
Yes, I'm putting myself out there right now. I will be in the hunt for Ben Solo. But you know what is crazy is because I think it would be great because every time I cosplay as Rey, people always are like, you kind of look like her.
Yeah.
I could Rey. I'm your long lost sibling.
Oh my God,
I'm your long lost sibling.
guys! Why didn't we do Finn, Poe, and Rey?
Oh,
I would be Finn.
Wait, what? We literally could have done it. Oh my gosh,
we really could,
guys! Next Comic-Con, Finn, Poe,
next
Rey.
Comic-Con. Oh my God, yeah, Derek, you will be there. You will be there the next Comic-Con.
Let's not jinx it, bro. All right, I only got one appendix. All right, I'm not trying to lose something else now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk about that later in the pod. But speaking of later in the pod, did you guys know that a lot of people got arrested at the NBA, in the NBA the other week? Did you guys hear about this?
No, I don't watch basketball.
Oh my God. But you watch baseball.
I don't even watch baseball. It's only the World Series that I'm
She's
tuned
watching
into.
cake ball.
I'm watching cake ball.
We need to stop.
I'm watching baseball.
No, stop. Lock her up. Lock her up. Anyway.
She's watching baseballs.
Oh my God. You know what?
Derek, you just need to cut up. You need to cut every portion of this podcast where I'm just being down bad for anything and just post it on social and just see what the commenters say.
You never know who's watching.
You can collab with me on that.
That's a recipe. That's a recipe for weirdos in the comments. Get ready. I already get messages from people that are like, "Oh, Stefania," and I'm just like, "Okay."
No
anyways,
I don't know why you're messaging me about it, but.
Anyways, a lot of people got arrested for gambling in the NBA, specifically a lot of head coaches. Chauncey Billups, the Portland Trailblazers head coach, was playing illegal poker games with people in the NBA. Terry Rozier, the Miami Heat guard, is accused of providing insider information about leaving a game early due to injury, which enabled his co-conspirators to place bets of $200,000. Jesus. And Damon Jones, a former player and assistant coach, Jones was accused of both supplying inside information for betting and helping to recruit people for illegal poker games. And this is a big deal because for some reason, a lot of the FBI is really paying attention to the FBI because apparently there's nothing else going on in the world that we should be looking up.
The head of the FBI, Kash Patel, announced all of this when they made all the arrests. The head of the FBI, basically the man who reports directly to the president, was like, "Hey, I know there's a lot of other stuff going on in the country right now, but I'm going to take some time to talk about gambling crimes in the NBA." That must be a big deal, right? Either that or he's a pick-me. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The way he announced it, it was almost as if he thought he was what was it? They caught Osama bin Laden.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. They're playing poker games. Dang,
who'd you get? Putin? No. Chauncey Billups.
We got him. This is a big deal because in recent years, sports gambling has kind of taken on a shape or a level that is entirely unheard of. Not unheard of, but it's bigger than it's ever been. And that's because a couple of regulations got thrown away so that sports gambling is a lot easier than it's ever been, especially with the apps. You could bet thousands upon thousands of dollars on your phone right now. And with all of these illegal poker games, etc., there's just gambling is ruining people's lives in a way that we haven't seen before. So, Steph, with all of that context, when's our poker game gonna happen?
Ooh, I be playing poker when my family comes from Italy. We play poker. So
that's okay. Hold on, Justin. You left out a big part of this, which is that
did?
yes, is that the actual Italian mob is involved in all of this
Oh
too.
my gosh, you're
Stefania,
right. You're right.
Stefania,
You're
what
right.
did you
Oh
just-
my gosh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Mr. Chris, I can explain. I can explain.
Listen, you are dressed like a robber right now. It's not helping your case.
FBI about to shut down the podcast.
I'm
my
with my
gosh.
little horn over here. I can explain.
Oh my gosh, you're
Devil.
totally right, Derek. I totally forgot about that. I'll let you explain it. So
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm just saying that the racketeering of it all, right? Like the whole like complexity of it is tied to actual criminal organizations. So like it's one thing to just say like, "Oh, hey, I have insider information and I help some people make some bets and technically I shouldn't be doing this. I'm a head coach." That kind of stuff, right? There's like ethics and morality of it, but this is so widespread that it includes the mob in it. So that's probably why the FBI made it such a big deal. I still don't think it's as big of a deal to have the head of the FBI, being the face of the investigation like he is. But that's why it's like an extra big deal, because it's not only are they doing these crimes that are crimes in and of itself, but they're like collaborating with the mafia on it.
jeez.
Stefania may or may not be included in that. I don't know.
Oh, I'm telling.
So I kind of just like outed myself out. I was like, I play poker. Whenever my family from Italy comes over, we play poker.
Oh
Do
my
you play poker
gosh.
for real though?
I mean, I don't.
I played one game.
Not on a regular basis do I play. It's usually when like family. So listen, on holidays, I'm really outing myself out here. On holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, after dinner, everything, whatever. The family, some of the family goes and plays poker with like real money and stuff. I have not played because I'm not really confident in my own skin with poker, but my family's Italian on both sides, so they're they
Of course.
gambling.
All right, everyone listen to this, which has more information.
This court paperwork alleges, though, the mob families are not a thing of the past, and for one gambling scheme, they teamed up, adopting new technology to rig poker games, allegedly taking nearly $2 million from a single victim.
And when people refused to pay, these defendants did what organized crime has always done. They used threats, they used intimidation,
Break the legs.
and they used violence.
As part of the investigation, authorities scanned thousands of hours of surveillance video, at one point spotting these men, including one dubbed Big Bruce. Court documents show this group already ran illegal gambling operations backed by the Bonanno crime family when they got involved in the poker
Bonanno.
scheme. Same goes for a defendant who went by the name Flappy, who in text messages confirmed his illegal ring was backed by...
Okay, pause. Flappy and Big Bruce. I mean, I know I like that. This is straight from a movie, y'all. It's real. They watch Sopranos too.
the Gambino crime family.
This alleged illegal gambling operation hustled unwitting victims out of tens of millions of dollars and created a financial pipeline for La Cosa Nostra to help fund and facilitate their organized criminal activity.
Wow. Okay. So, Steph, you're Italian, right?
Yes.
Do your family members have names like Flappy or Big Bruce? How accurate is
So,
this nickname?
contrary to popular belief, something like The Sopranos, that's not like Italian like immigrants from Italy kind of thing. That's like, oh, like your great grandfather was from Italy, but you were born in like Jersey. That's like Jersey Italian. So it's not the same. Like I'm first generation American, right? Parents were born in Italy. We don't have nicknames like that. That's like Italian American type of heritage.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, now I will say Mafia still exists. Very big in like southern Italy, in like Sicily, like still very big. Also people in Sicily, whenever you say like oh, you're Italian, no, they're like, no, I'm Sicilian. So like it's like They really separate themselves. Anyways, so that's
I'm
not the
not from
same.
Florida. I'm from Miami, right? We separate
Yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Wow. I think this is a pretty big deal, but I'm very
Yeah.
curious to see who actually, if any of these charges stick. I'm very curious to see if, like, I don't know, if this affects any of the gambling state of the world. So, I don't know. I feel
I
like
I think
the
we'll see a
genie's out of
cool
the bottle.
off.
You think
Yeah,
it's going to
yeah,
cool
yeah.
off?
I think temporarily it'll cool off, which is a good thing, but I think ultimately, like, we're such a morally bankrupt, or maybe not morally bankrupt, but this country, the world really functions so much on what makes the people money that it's like you said, the genie's kind of out of the bottle. Like, there is no reason in the world that I should have been getting Joe Budden talking about prize picks and all that shit. But I would get an ad almost every day, right? Drewski, I think Addison Ray, like all these little influencers that don't need money, they were doing these like sports betting apps, sponsorships, right? Joe Budden isn't an influencer, but he was probably maybe like the highest profile one of them. It just reminds me of like cologne and perfume ads that celebrities do. It's like, why are you doing a fucking perfume ad, Johnny Depp? Like, you're good. You know what I mean? Like, you got money. Why are you doing this type of stuff? Sam Jackson, why are you doing credit card ads? Right? Some of these people are just in it for the paycheck. And unfortunately, it has enabled the sports betting world to get as big as it has. And it's already built such a big economy that I think this will just kind of slow things down a little bit. And then, by the beginning of next year, we'll see it kind of take a revamp, right? Because that holiday money coming in, they're not going to pass up on that. So I'm calling it right now as a digital advertiser from background. December tends to see a spike in certain industries' ad spend. I think that's when the gambling stuff will come back around. Maybe even sooner,
Interesting.
maybe even for Thanksgiving, right?
We shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see. Now it's the end of our show. Do you guys have time for some Halloween themed Am I the Assholes?
Ooh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I read the title. My co-hosts lock in their answers of if this person is Am I the Asshole, or oh my gosh, I can't talk. If this person is an asshole or not, and then reread the story. So for this first one, Am I the Asshole for not wanting to take my 20-year-old girlfriend trick-or-treating as a 25-year-old man?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
If your girl want to go
locked
trick or
in.
treating, take her trick or treating.
Go trick or treating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be lame, bro.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
let's read. Title pretty much says it all. It's last second, and neither of us really have any elaborate costumes or anything. Probably just going to do some makeup and decorate cardboard props. Personally, not super comfortable with the idea because while she's pretty small and is cute enough to get a pass, I'm a big dude, and the idea of someone opening their door to me and no children sounds humiliating. I don't want to be a buzzkill, and I suggested us going to try another very popular event where we can still do costumes and be out for the night. But she's adamant on trick-or-treating specifically. She's not forcing me to do anything, but what's the am I the asshole opinion here on me not wanting to do that at 25? Should I loosen up, or is it ridiculous for her to even ask me? I don't know. I've still got time to go back on my decision, but I can't make heads or tails of it. I certainly feel guilty for saying no, but I don't think I'd enjoy going along with it either. In summary, turned down the only thing my girlfriend wanted to do for Halloween because I thought it would be humiliating for me. Might make me an asshole because many people share the opinion that age is irrelevant on these sorts of things, and that I should be more open-minded. I think the night belongs to the children, and that adults/older teenagers are better off going to parties or parades or handing out candy to make it more enjoyable and less intimidating for the young ones. Also, I am in New York City and there's a fair amount of Halloween crime that goes on here, so I take no personal offense to people being concerned about me at first glance. Am I the asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
I disagree with you guys
He-
both.
he
listen,
spent-
Not
Justin,
the asshole.
you and you're disagreeing this episode, okay?
Yeah.
That's the
He
most
spent
so
haunting
much
thing of this
time.
episode.
Listen, okay, pause. They're 20 and 25. Do you really need to go trick-or-treating?
If she wants to go trick-or-treating, take her trick-or-treating.
Buy the candy. Motherfucker, buy
But there's
the
a
candy.
joy about trick-or-treat. Like, sometimes I wish, like, I was still young enough to go trick-or-treating because there was, like, a fun to it. I think the
Nah.
last time I went trick-or-treating, I was probably, like, 16, maybe? 16 or
Mhm.
17? I don't know. But,
It's
yeah.
weird. I think the line is anything past 16, you gotta hang up the costume. Just
But-
buy the candy.
But if she really wanted to go, he should have sacrificed a night to take her trick-or-treating if she really wanted to go. To make her
she
happy.
should not be trick-or-treating. Go
If she
to a
wants to go trick-or-treating,
party.
go trick-or-treating. She wants to be happy.
No, it's weird.
That could be like her last year of trick-or-treating, and then like that's it, you know?
20?
Like,
20?
one more.
It
one
has
more
to
ride,
stop somewhere.
you know?
Trick-or-treating's for okay, and pause. I've actually never been trick-or-treating.
Bro.
So you don't want to experience trick-or-treating? Like even
No, I just understand that my time is up. Unless I have a kid with me, I'm not going trick-or-treating. I'll hand out candy. I'm a black man. And I'm going to be a black man in the dark in a scary costume? Absolutely not.
Oh, you've never
Hell
been
nah.
trick-or-treating?
No, I've never been. My parents were like weirdly religious. It was the whole
Oh.
thing.
Sorry to hear that.
Well-
It is what it is.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I will let you know that is one of the greatest joys of being alive. So
I bet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we have to stop trick or treating as adults. Just buy the candy. Ooh, make an adult themed trick or treating at your house, or do something other. Like
I
don't
think it's a
you-
simple. I think it's just a simple like, yeah, let's go trick or treating for an hour, and then we go do the event. Right? Compromise. We're a couple. This is the plan we came up with together. But he spent like, look at his Reddit post. It is so thorough. He thought of like several reasons why not, and you know,
True.
he was very like considerate of like, no, and I understand this and I understand that. Like, if you understand it, then just like buck up and do it, bro. Like,
especially when they don't have a good costume ready. Come on.
doesn't matter.
Wow, I see how it is. Anyways, I think we'll just have to agree to disagree. Comments, are you on my side or the adult trick-or-treaters side?
Oh, I'm sure that this will be a fun comment section.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. All right, last Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for allowing 2 kids to have their bikes stolen?
Allowing them to get their bikes stolen?
Am I the asshole for allowing
The-
2 kids to have their bikes stolen?
It might have been like
phrasing
let's teach
seems
them a
weird.
lesson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
the phrasing seems weird. I'm gonna say no.
Interesting
I'm
stuff.
gonna say no because he might have been teaching them a lesson.
Yeah, it could have just been like, those are my bikes. I'm minding my
Yeah.
own business, which
Not
is
my
fine.
monkey, not my circus type of thing, you know?
Yep.
Interesting. All right. For context, I am normally the only adult who stands at my daughter's bus stop. We've had problems with people blasting past the school bus and kids 8 years and under playing on or near the street with no parents in sight. So I decided to start sticking around because I have the time, just to make sure the kids get on safely, and at times stall the bus driver to give that last late arrival a chance to make it on. This is relevant because I've become pretty familiar with the parents of the other children. You see, I work late at night on a graveyard shift. This pretty much means that while everyone else is preparing to start their workday, I just need to wait for the kids to get on the bus so that I can go home and head off to bed. This basically designated me as the bus stop dad. Anyway, sorry for rambling. On to the issue at hand. I noticed 2 of my bus stop kids arrived on bikes. So out of curiosity, I asked them why they brought their bikes and if they were going to be riding the bus. They told me it was fine, that they would just leave them right there and come back for them. Now, at this point, it's 7:38. Oh my God, there's a net. Sorry. Now, at this point, it's about 7:38, and the bus usually arrives at about 7:40. I knew these kids were not going to make it home and walk back in time, so I let them know that that probably wasn't a good idea. They left them right there, and somebody might walk off with them. I asked if they had bike locks. They did not. So the best I could do was offer to let them put the bikes on my porch where I could sit them in front of my Ring camera. The kids accepted, and about this time, the bus arrived. So I just told them exactly where my house was, 3 houses away from the bus stop, where they could find them. And I couldn't promise to watch them all day because I needed to get some sleep. I also texted this information to their mother. Well, unfortunately, as I slept, somebody walked up to my porch and took the bikes. Camera got a pretty clear picture of them, so at least there's that. I slept right through the chime that the Ring camera gives when somebody walks in within proximity of it. So I sent the bad news to the mother along with the video. Next thing I know, I have a very angry dad pounding on my door, demanding I give the kids back their property. After I explained the situation to him once again, he claimed I made it my responsibility to protect the bikes. Therefore, I should replace them. I refused. I told him it wasn't my fault his kids rode their bikes to the bus stop, and I did the best I could. Well, now I'm standing here waiting for the police to show up. Bringing the bikes into my house was not an option, as I would not have been home by the time those kids got back, nor would my wife. My mom picks up my daughter at the bus stop. So anyway, my question is, Reddit, am I the asshole?
Yeah, I'm tired of these people and being caught in the entanglements of their lives, or whatever Dr. Manhattan says when he's on Mars. Like, it's just, dude, what are you doing? Like, just go, you should have just gone home. You're an
Yeah.
asshole. You're an asshole for getting involved in
Yeah.
this. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not an
But-
asshole for trying to be nice, but
Yeah. I know who the real assholes are, though. The parents. Why? Because they allowed their kids to ride the bikes to the bus stop knowing that they have nowhere to put the bikes.
Yep.
So why would you let your kids do that? What are they going to do with the bikes?
Okay. Okay, pause.
Here we
I think-
go.
here we go. Here we go.
No,
Here goes Justin.
No, wait. I think the poster is the asshole. Because immediately when the kid says, "Can you watch my bike?"
Nope.
It is your responsibility, and you say yes. You agreed to take responsibility of the bikes.
Hang on, they
right?
never
Yeah.
asked him. He offered.
Oh,
That's
is
worse.
true.
That's
He
worse.
offered. So, as the adult in that situation, you don't just allow them to get stolen. Like, well, I did the best I could. You could have done better. You could have. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, why wasn't putting those tiny bikes in your home, not an option?
Well,
Put
he
them
said
in your
because
home
you wouldn't have been home
until
in
you
time.
leave.
Then
put 'em in
when
until
the
you
dad
leave.
comes back at the correct time, the other dad comes and gets him. It's not that big of a deal.
But like, how would he get into the house? Like, you'd have to leave a key or something.
Or
And
coordinate something. As soon as you accept that role, it is your the bikes are the poster's responsibility, in my opinion. Steph, what do you think?
I mean, personally, if I had offered to like watch the bikes or whatever, or like, I would have. I mean, because they don't have a lock, I would have like put them in the garage, right? If they had a garage, or like just inside somewhere where I could put the bikes. And if I wasn't home in time when they came back, I would text the dad or whatever, whoever's going to pick them up. The dad could have like picked them up too or something. Like, hey, not going to be home. The bikes are in the house. Here's the code to the garage or something. Just grab them, that's okay. That's also like, how well do you know the parents? Are you close with them? Or do you trust them to go into your house type of thing? There's a whole lot of factors in this. But
Yeah, this is just, it's such a weird thing. Like,
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
From them riding to the bus stop on the bikes,
yeah.
to then the guy not understanding that he could have left them in the house while he was still home, and then before he leaves, put them back out at least.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But,
they could have been
I don't
stolen
know.
then because you don't know exactly what time the kids will be back, right?
True.
Because like that,
Yep.
it could take a short amount of time for them to, someone see it and then like, oh, I want those bikes and grab it, right? So they could have been stolen either way if he would have put them out before he left.
It's also like, look, school is what, 5 hours, 6 hours.
Mhm.
So he gets home from work and then he goes to sleep. He says, right? How long is he sleeping for? 4 hours? 3 hours before he has to leave again? Like, his whole story just doesn't add up. Something like, which further makes me think he's the asshole, because it's like none of this makes any sense from like a logical standpoint. So best case scenario, you're a nice guy that is very not smart. Worst case scenario, you're literally just an idiot. I don't know.
I mean, especially when you designate yourself as the bus stop dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need to like take care of these children all the time, but if you are a fellow parent in the presence of your kids' other friends and colleagues and things like that, I think there is an unspoken responsibility that the kids stay safe for the most part, or like look out for the kids for the most part. I'm not saying you need to like, I don't know, make them breakfast or like house them or anything, but like you can make sure the bikes aren't stolen. A little more effort is all I'm asking. Put them in your car. I don't know what this guy's house looks like, but I think he could have put in a little bit more effort, especially when he accepted the responsibility.
What are the comments on this one?
Ooh, okay. Let's take a look.
Because I feel like there's not many people defending him. Like, this is hard to kind of defend because it's kind of like...
Actually, okay. The comments are calling him not the asshole. The top comment, oh my gosh, not the asshole. Giving the dad some grace. I imagine he is feeling very upset about the loss of 2 bicycles all at once and is lashing out irrationally. Hopefully the bikes are found quickly and the dad will come to his senses and apologize. If they were stolen from your porch with a visible camera, they definitely would have been stolen from the bus stop. At least now you have video of the perpetrators. If they are not high-value bicycles, they were most likely taken by teenagers joyriding who will ride them and leave them somewhere. If they are high-value bicycles, the dad should have taught his kids better and ensured they always had a lock for them. Expensive lessons for the kids and dad. Regardless, not your fault. You did your best to help them. After all, they made a series of bad choices. What the heck?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a lot of yapping. Yeah, that's a lot of yapping to try and defend this dude. Like, the high value of the bicycle. Shut up, bro. Like that. The point is, they should have never rode the bikes. It doesn't matter what the value of the bikes are.
Yeah. That's why I said the parents are the asshole for letting their kids ride the bikes to the bus
Everybody.
stop.
You know what?
Everybody
Everybody involved in this is an asshole, from the kids to the bus stop dad, to the other dad that came knocking on the door because his stupid ass kids decided to ride their bikes to the fucking bus stop, to the thieves for being criminals, right? They're all... You know who probably wrote that comment? The thief.
Wait, why couldn't he just take the bikes and deliver them back to their houses?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why couldn't he do
He
that?
could have done that. Yeah. Because they live around the corner or something? Like...
Yeah, they live around the corner. Just take the bikes back to their house. I'm not saying you have to do this every time, but in general, help the kid out. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, and then the kids would just walk back. But then again, why the hell are you riding your bikes to the bus stop?
They're kids, Steph. They're kids.
So what? But some kids are stupid. Some kids are stupid. I did some pretty stupid things as a kid, not gonna lie, but...
You want to share that? What'd you do, Steph? And that's all the time we have. Follow us on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. We'll see you next week.
Happy Halloween!